guys and girls, Chokestar here, bringing you another episode of FTB Unstable. We are up to episode 45, and let's go check out our big old battery and see how much it's done. It's been about, I'd say, 4 hours since I recorded last, and this guy's coming in quite nicely. We are already up to 10.3 billion RF, and not even halfway. So I'm guessing this is going to be 25 million. I think that's what we looked up before. And yeah, we've got a ton of storage here. So really cool. This guy is all filled up. Plenty of water, plenty of brine. All filled up with brine here and liquid lithium. This guy is all filled up. This guy is all filled up. Here we can read it. And this guy, of course, is all filled up, and this guy is waiting, and this is all filled up. So absolutely full saturated resources from this little guy, and little guy I say as it's really huge. So we want to get into, I do have to fill that hole, don't I? Well, we'll figure out something that goes there. But I want to get into a little something today, a little something. You can see here I have the Enderman shard that we've been kind of transferring around. We did Wither Skeletons first, then we did Enderman. Well, next thing I want to do is I want to bring these down because I want to create another one. No, that's not what I wanted. Oh, it's killing me here. I'm killing myself, I should say. That's what I wanted. There we go. All right, and you remember the recipe is pretty simple. This, and then this here. And then glowstone right in the middle. And lastly, we hit it with a diamond. And boom, we get an empty soul shard. So that's cool. Now, remember, we made the golden axe over here. This golden sword. The golden sword gives us Soul Stealer. And Soul Stealer 5. And so when we kill a mob, we get 6 kills. Well, we've already done all this. I've already explained this. So this is all repeat, just in case new subscribers are watching this. What I want to do is the other thing in my inventory is I have a soul vial with a slime in it. So we're going to want to use this and if we look at we do have a gas one here. It's really hard to fill that up, all right? I mean, I've killed 6 gas. I got quite a few tiers with that, but it just would take forever to fill that up. However, with the slime, remember, they multiply. You break one apart, a big one, and it goes into 4 smaller ones, and those go into 4 smaller ones themselves, and so on. You get a ton of mobs just from that one spawn. So if we were to take our powered spawner, which right now is a wither skeleton, and of course I've got a cave spider empty one, my last one here, and I were to go over here to this and this, we need 15 levels. Yes, you may use those in my inventory, and that'll take a minute here. And then what we'll do is, I already grabbed this guy. So the whole concept is that we can fill these up very quickly. I mean, less than 5 minutes, and with slimes, and then we don't ever have to create another, go hunt for 1024, or if I was using that sword, 1024 divided by 6 gas, if I wanted that kind of a spawner, or if I wanted, various other things. One of the things is that if you look at my soul vials, I've been collecting, different types of mobs, and Endermen and Blaze and so on. A lot of zombies here, Wither Skeletons, gas. But let's say I wanted to do Blaze, right? Because I only have so many blaze rods and blaze powder. Now, it's not the biggest deal to have a lot of these. It's not the end of the world since I don't have a ton, because the amount of uses for these guys are not very much in this mad pack. So I don't need a ton of them. I haven't needed a ton. I went and farmed them once, I think, maybe twice, and that's all I've ever needed for this whole playthrough. But let's say I wanted to. It takes a long time to kill, 1024 divided by 6 blazes. But if we were to, I'm going to need 30 levels here, so I'll need 22. Would have been more efficient to go 32, but that's all right. And I believe it's this one and then this one. Nope, I always get that wrong. That one, then that one. There we go. So if I were to fill this up with slime and then convert it over, at the cost of some levels, which I have a ton, it's significantly faster. So let me grab a, what am I going to need? I'm going to need a power cell. Good, infused. I'm going to need a lever. Good. I've already grabbed my my sword, and what else do I need? That's about it. Let's go out here. Now, I've taken a couple episodes ago, or before a couple episodes ago, I should say, I created this building. And I was just kind of playing around with bricks and what kind of design. You know, it's okay. It's okay. I use some black stained glass, some regular Minecraft bricks, and then this chisel brick down here, which I kind of like. It's connected texture, and I had to actually feed it underneath here, underneath this column, in order for it to look proper here. Otherwise, it gave me a border, just like how there's a border right there. So yeah, it's little things like that. It was kind of fun to play with. But I did actually do some chiseling bits. You can see this is chiseled black stained glass. You know, it's chisel black stained glass that has been chiseled by chisels and bits. And I also did here, you know, these bricks. And I wanted more of a gentle slope. Now, I didn't want to go all the way up because then it would just been really tall to go all the way up. But or the back would be too short if the front wasn't too tall. But I just kind of was playing around with the design, and anyway, whatever. It's kind of cool. And I put this here so the big slimes can't get through. So let's go ahead and throw our slime spawner down. I'll have to remember to put that back in my hotbar, and roughly right there. And then we'll just put the power cell behind it because it won't impede. Actually, sorry, that's one too close, and that already started getting power, so we got to be careful and get that on quickly. That I'm done with. There we go. That's what I wanted. All right, so right there, and then the power spawner here, and I missed it. That's all right. Please, hold on. Nope. Well, that'll actually work, won't it? Yeah. Okay, so let's get this guy back down on my hotbar so you can see it's 0. And I know, guys, you keep beating on me, but my armor is way too good for you. Okay, so let's kill these guys. Just the first round. And you can see that was just kind of the first round of spawning, and we're already up to 48 slimes. And so let me kill a few of these here. And we will check it out here as soon as I get done with all the rest of these little guys. Somebody behind me pushing, I can feel. Ugh, every time they jump, I miss. There we go. We'll just time it a little bit better. Okay, that right there got us up to 216. We are roughly a quarter of the way there, and this goes so quick. This is just so quick. I mean, you know, 5 minutes probably, maybe 6 minutes worth of, depending on how fast your spawner is. Of course, I've got I've only got a double layer, so I could actually get a octatic in there. And in fact, why don't we do that? Let's grab an octatic capacitor. Do I have any? I just so happen to have one left. Good. Let's put that in there. There. That should speed it up some. See if we can keep up with the spawning. Gotta be very efficient. Try to time them when they jump down. I love the big ones because those split into multiple ones. I wish I had Soul Stealer on the cleaver because I believe the cleaver does a area of attack and hits more people. You know, area of attack is kind of broad, but you know, right here we can hit multiple ones. Like I think it's 2 with a regular sword, but the cleaver I think hits pretty much everybody in front of you. It's just a little bit better. All right, let's do. Yeah, it's tough to keep up with this. You really don't get a break. But look at that. We're already more than halfway, about 2/3 of the way through this. Probably about right here would get me 2/3 of the way through. And that is us killing slimes. That's good YouTubing. Wow, he just killed slimes for like 5 minutes straight. Well, not a problem, guys. Not a problem. You know, did you guys know that there is a speed control on videos. I do that all the time. You know, I hear about people who watch videos and they're multitasking and they're doing other things. They miss a lot of things, and I've seen that before. You know, when I explicitly give examples of how to do something, and I see that people are kind of replicating that in their videos, and I notice that they're missing some of the subtleties. It's because they're multitasking. I get that, right? We're all very busy, and there's so much content out there, and there's so much, you know, things to do, or maybe you're playing yourself and building and just kind of have a video and listening to it, and you're missing some of the subtleties, and focus on when you're building. But that's fine. But there's a speed control on YouTube videos, and you can actually speed it up. 1.25, 1.5. Oh, we're full now. Let's shut this guy off. There we go. So 1.25, 1.5 is where I watch most of my videos. Some of the slower talkers, not a bad thing, right? It's just some people have a little bit slower delivery. Let's collect all this. Why does it seem like you're on? It does. Let's try to put that back down. Some people have a slower delivery, and so I watch them at 2x. And that would be really nice to... This is crazy. Come on, guys. Let me in here. There we go. Now, turn that off. Oh, you know what? This is not redstone controlled. That's why. Okay. Now, let's get out of here real quick. Let's... I think I have my Gaia fruit in here. Yeah. Let's eat up. This is like the first time I've ever had to use this. That's pretty cool. Hey guys, you want to come play? Let's just clean this up just real quick. So I watched some videos at 2x, and it's really nice because you can crank through a 30-minute video in 15 minutes. I mean, or another way to think of it is you can watch it twice as fast. So what I would recommend is if you got bored at this, and it's a little late now, but if you were getting bored with any videos, or there's something that you don't care necessarily too much about, hit that speed button. You know, a lot of people are easily understandable at 1.25x, and mostly understandable at 1.5x, and some people at 2x. So, and you notice here these slime pearls are what I really wanted because I was running a little low on those. And that's ultimately why I did this. Now I can go downstairs and put them in my in here and use the killer, and it'll just collect a ton of them for me. Or we could use, you know, just like we did out in the wither killer, right? We can use the the shield block. Another little tip here. I recently watched a YouTuber who had a ender or a wither boss wither get out. And that's because this guy was not able to keep up. And so I showed him the tip of this and so on. But JD actually got on there and left a comment and said that if you use the higher shield projectors, then it kills them faster. And I didn't quite realize that, which is kind of cool. It probably even says that on the tip, but it never registered with me. And also you can infuse it, so it uses less power and therefore can keep up with, maybe using just like a power cell or something. So so that's just something to think about, is you don't necessarily have to, to do this mechanism. Just make the second tier, and that's pretty inexpensive. And also infuse it if you've got the resources for it. One of the other things I wanted to do is to look at, there's octopus in here, and cooked octopus is in RF tools. We've got all the redstone receiver and transmitter, and I never really showed you how to do that before. So let's see if we can make. I think I needed 2 of those. And I don't think I have any machine bases, and I'll probably need a couple of those, and I should have everything else. All right, so there's the receiver. We'll need a transmitter, which was this one, and I'm thinking we have everything. Yep. Okay, so let's go downstairs, and if you recall, when I got rid of RF tools just to be able to try to fix my bug, it didn't. Those disappeared. Some things stayed, but mostly they disappeared. So let me show you how to do this. You saw how to craft it, pretty simple. And remember, whatever side you look at, it will be facing. So if I were to place it here, it'll be facing, this is the input, and that's the head of it. All right, so I actually want it to be down here, which means the arrow will be up here, right? Actually, no, I don't want that. I want the exact opposite. I want it to be up here, right, so that the input is here. And there's no interface. I'm right-clicking on it. It doesn't do anything. But if we were to take this guy, shift right-click on it, it is now set to a channel. Now this guy is actually where the arrow goes. So I'm going to look to this side of this block, and that will face it forward. So now I should be able to turn that on and off. Now we don't have that in the shard in there. We had the Enderman shard in there, but I can now put the slime shard in there. Now our current setup with the hole here, it could let slimes out. I'm okay with that. They're pretty innocuous. So I put that in. It's not going to go off until I hit the switch. And we'll go ahead and turn this guy on. We do that, and boom. Yeah, so they were able to make it out. Let's make sure we turn that off. Yeah, so definitely look how much that is. Is that not crazy? How fun. How fun. And what I want to do is, this is just insane. Yeah, this is where you'd want the shield. So I set this up mostly just to show how you can put in nutrient tank in here and do all this, because everybody was doing the shield generators, and I wanted to do this and show it off. Plus, I haven't really set up Killer Joe that much, and so it's just me showing off and learning myself. Also, the soul vial here. So what I probably need to do is, oh, I already had one in my inventory, so let's get one of those. There's a guy out here. Let's grab one. There we go. And let's put that in here, and that'll really help with holding these guys in here. And I'm surprised I can't get through. Yeah, we'll take care of ourselves. I really need my cleaver on me, but so yeah, that is really cool. That's what I wanted to show you guys, is how you can create those soul shards really quickly. And now, oh, there's a little heart on him. That was cute. So in theory, what we should be able to do is do this. Let's just, yeah, those guys make it out right away. If I were doing slimes right off the bat, you know what? It doesn't look like they're affected by that. Huh. Yeah, the attractor obelisk doesn't seem to work with them because they're not going over there. Oh, good to know. I didn't want slimes in here anyway. This is not why I did it. It's really to show you how it's easily upgraded. But what we will do then is we will take this guy out, and we'll go ahead and shut that guy off. Let's go up here, and we can take we can create a new one. Let me create a new one off camera, and I'll come right back. And kapow! Now we've got an empty soul shard. So we can add these two together, see how many levels. The other way. Yay? Nay? What's going on here? Oh, you know what? I don't have what I want. So give me a second. I totally derped that one up. Let's get the blaze, because that's what I want. And we'll put that guy in there. Make sure this is on our hotbar. Hi, bud. Want to come play? This sword is not good for heavy mobs. Let's go ahead and put these guys out. Not that andesite's going to burn or anything. And now it's bound to blaze. Now I can do it. I do believe it's that way. And it's going to cost me 30. So let's do it the right way. There we go. And put that back. And we'll put that in here. And now we've got more of what we want. So let's go down here. And so in theory, they can get out. And so let's grab some, what was this stuff? Dark glass from Extra Utils. I think I have some left because I created a whole bunch. Yeah. And I don't think I'm going to need all 4, but let's do that. And let's just, it's actually different, isn't it? Oh, that's Ender IO Dark Glass. Well, you know what? It'll do for right now. So we'll just make it right there. It'll be a little bit harder for it to get out. It's not that it's that big a deal. They're not 3 tall like the Enderman. So let's put that back in there. We've got the blaze now. We'll put that in here. And yeah, there we go. Single click. Let me out. And turn those guys on. And oh, you know what? I was so stupid. I totally needed that. And I put it away. Dummy. One of those. Turn that off. Let's get in here. Put that in here. Alright, so those guys should all get attracted over there, yes? Seems to be. Seems to be attracting them over there, maybe? Excellent. So we're getting those slime pearls. We're getting molten cores from reliquary. We're getting blaze rods. Right, just lots of good stuff. I need a sprinkler system. So yeah, so that's really cool, guys. Really cool. So when we come back next, we're gonna put those slime pearls to good use. So stay tuned, guys, and we will chill out in here. Let's see if I can do this. Oh my goodness, it's so hard. I can't get in. Ah, yes. Ow, 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 ow. All right, guys. Well, have a good one. Thanks so much for tuning in. I know this wasn't awesome. I just wanted to show a couple of those cool things. I know I've said that many times, but hope you have a good time. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you enjoyed the video. I hope. Talk to you guys later. Bye.